Let's hear some legal news that you can use. Last week, I met with Allison Mantz McMeechan, an attorney at the law office of Schraff and King on Somme Center Road in Willoughby, Ohio. If you've listened to this show, you know I'm a big believer in advanced planning of all kinds, but especially when it comes to health care, financial, and other legal matters. Listen as I spend 2 minutes with Allison. Welcome to the show, Allison.
Thank you, Pat.
Allison, tell me, what is estate planning? It sounds like you have to have a lot of money to consider this.
Pat, an estate plan can include your will, a trust, powers of attorney, advance directives such as healthcare powers of attorney, living wills. And no, you don't have to have a lot of money to have an estate plan. In fact, I think it's the opposite. There are many people who need to have their estate planning for matters other than asset protection. We have many young couples, for example, who are looking to have wills in place so that they can nominate guardians for their minor children. They also may want to prepare a trust so that the assets are not being distributed to the minor children at the young age of 18. Oftentimes we have people who have children with special needs, and they may want to do planning for their children with special needs. So there are a lot of reasons to have an estate plan other than just simply asset protection.
Who else should consider estate planning?
From my point of view, I think that just about anyone should look into an estate plan, whether that be financial powers of attorney and naming someone to make financial decisions for you if you're ever incapacitated, or as a young person having a healthcare power of attorney so that perhaps you have reached the age of majority, but you'd like to have your parents be able to assist in making healthcare decisions for you if you're unable to do so. There are reasons for just about anyone to consider having a properly drafted estate plan.
And why is it important for married couples to do some estate planning?
There are a lot of reasons. Some very basic reasons would be having financial powers of attorney between spouses. Oftentimes, I think married couples have poor information in that they believe that as a married couple, they're able to access one another's financial information. And unfortunately, that's just not the case. Individually owned accounts such as retirement accounts, stocks, or life insurance cannot be accessed by a spouse on the basis of being a spouse. So without a power of attorney, you're not going to have access to those assets if your spouse is ever incapacitated. The other situation we see often with married couples is when one spouse is unfortunately incapacitated and the other spouse needs to sell their residence, whether that be for the payment of long-term care costs or simply downsizing. Without a power of attorney, that spouse is going to be unable to sign any sale documents on behalf of their ill spouse, and it would be necessary to be appointed as guardian.
How can we find out more about Schraff and King?
You can contact us either at 440-585-1600 or on the web at www.schraffking.com.
Well, thank you for your time today, Allison.
Thank you very much.
If you do nothing else today, give Allison and the folks at Schraff and King a call to review or create your own plan of action. No one plans to fail. They simply fail to plan.